Now that FragPunk is here, well, for PC at least, is it the game we were all waiting for, or is it doomed to fail like so many before it? Hey guys, Nightfall here, and you might want to strap in for this one because I'm going to be laying a lot of cold hard truths and facts on you, and you can fact check me. And some of you might start typing, oh, it's a skill issue, or keep crying, crybaby. And just know you could say whatever you want in the comments, but understand most of this video is my opinion, but some of it is just straight facts. So I hope you're ready. So as we all know, Frag Punk released yesterday without any hiccups, minus the no console release, which at this point, we have no solid update on when that will even happen. It was just delayed without any updated release date. However, I did get the chance to play it on PC, and I'll just be brutally honest, the beta felt way better than this. So if this is their finished product, it's not a great start. Let's start off with when you first load up the game and you get into the main menu. There is just way too much stuff and little to no explanation on what all of this stuff is. It's just information overload, but without information, just pictures and, dare I say, crap on the screen. Then a lot of the stuff that you see on that screen is paid stuff. There's a battle pass that you pay for. There's a membership that you pay for that also gets you the battle pass, so you don't have to pay for that. And then there's what I can only equate to an heirloom from Apex, and it's locked behind a goddamn gotcha ball machine system. It's just a lot of buy me, give me money stuff on the screen all at once. And I understand it's a free-to-play game and they gotta make money somehow, but littering your game with paid stuff on almost every screen is absolutely not the way to do it. I would actually rather go play an NFT game at this point. And even if you can get past all of that bloatware and get into a game, it only gets worse. One of the first things that you might notice if you're playing on controller is that there is absolutely no fucking aim assist, like at all. It's not just a very light, easy system of aim assist, it is non-existent. It's not there, despite there being an option to turn off and on aim assist. Does that have anything to do with the console versions being delayed? Who knows? And you might think I'm just crying about it, but honestly, mouse and keyboard versus controller with no aim assist, mouse and keyboard is going to win almost every time. And Rainbow Six Siege is a really good example of this because people have gone out of their way to cheat by buying a Zim or a Cronus so they can use mouse and keyboard on console to play the game, just because of how much of an advantage they get from doing it. Aim assist is a necessity. It's needed to balance the two inputs when playing against one another, like it or not. XDefiant did one thing right, and it wasn't the lack of skill-based matchmaking. It was adding input-based matchmaking. The two inputs should never, ever be forced to play against one another. It's just not fair. But again, if you can power through that, or if you don't play on controller, the movement is the next slight that I have with this game. It's just so fucking slow. Only one character can slide unless you get a card that allows you to slide, like the Icy Floor one, and it just feels very basic. Like, we had more advanced movement on Time Splitters back on the GameCube. This game truly feels like they walked up to Valorant and was like, hey, let me copy your homework. And Valorant said, sure, just change it up a bit so it doesn't look obvious. It's literally fucking Valorant with Monopoly chance and community chest cards. And speaking of these damn cards, when it displays all the cards before the round starts that are in play for that round, it's up for like 0.2 seconds and then disappears forever. And as far as I've been able to tell, there's no way to see them any other way. So if the enemy activates more than one card, you have zero shot at reading what all three are doing. So you better just get to know what all of them look like based on the pictures. And there's over 150 different cards. So good luck with that. I don't want to say it's a terrible game because it certainly has some potential, but it's just another Valorant or Counter-Strike with a new skin on it. Outside of the main search and destroy style mode or bomb type mode, whatever you want to call it, it does have some other modes like Infected, which I actually had high hopes for when I saw it, but my god, it's so bad. It's way too vertical for an Infected game mode and way too long. And don't even get me started on the team deathmatch or the free-for-all modes because they have some of the worst maps since Black Ops 6's iRobot generated ass maps. And just to be a little extra nitpicky with this, they couldn't even be simple with the controller settings. They went all, oh, yaw and pitch bullshit with it. Like, I'm a simple creature. Just give me vertical and horizontal sensitivity and then separate it ADS, non-ADS. There's no need to get all technical with the terms. Making me look up words in a dictionary just to set up my settings is fucking criminal. And while we're being nitpicky, this is like a post edit. I noticed the morning after that my live stream had a bunch of copyright stuff on it. And when I look at it, it's just the game's audio, just like 5-second bits, just randomly copyrighted for what? Just so they can force me to share the revenue with them. It's just nasty behavior. And unlike some other games, I don't think that there's a way to turn off copyrighted music in this game. So I guess I just have to play with no audio while I'm streaming if I want to make the revenue in full that I'm making from my stream. It's just crazy that this game is trying to get their hand in your pocket any way that they can. Now, obviously, I'll give credit where credit is due, and the one thing I can say that I did like is the ability to open multiple packs at the same time. Because I had like 16 sticker packs, and it would have been such a pain in the ass to open them all one by one by one. I really wanted this game to be good, but it's changed way too much since the beta, and none of it was for the better. They're shooting themselves in the foot at every turn, including the console delay, which, while we're on that subject, I heard reports that the main reason for the delay was due to Sony and it not being ready for PlayStation or something. Now, I'm not entirely sure how true that is, but let's just say for a moment that it was true, because it's definitely news that's been circulating, and if it turns out that that was the case, we have to ask ourselves, why not just release it on Xbox if it was ready for Xbox? Doing that would get the game in front of more players, and you would only just be delaying PlayStation's release. Now, sure, if you're a PlayStation player, you might think, well, that's not fair to PlayStation players. Well, who fucking who? If it's not ready for PlayStation, it's not ready. But if it's not ready for PlayStation, Xbox players shouldn't have to suffer because it's not ready for PlayStation. And also, here's another post edit. If you've been getting fried and you think that somebody might be cheating, but then you second guess yourself and say, well, the game just came out. Surely there's not cheats for the game already. Well, a quick Google search would show you that you are so very wrong. Of course there's cheats already. They've been making these cheats since the beta. And to think we got cheats for the game before the game even released on all platforms. Just think about that for a moment. It just feels like this game isn't off to a good start, but I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts. So let me know down in the comments how you're feeling about this game, and I'll catch you in the next one.